You. What's up, y'all? Tell like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into it, man. We're gonna get into a lot of things, man, in this particular video as far as politics go. We're definitely gonna talk about the hearing that all the mayors had, New York, Chicago, Denver, and out here Boston. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna run that down. We're also gonna touch on Jasmine Crockett and all this stuff going on with the Democrats. So yeah, man. So we're gonna kind of be all over the place on this one, but we just gonna do the video like this. I'm just waiting for my mic to get in so I can start doing my lives again. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. So it's gonna be a little janky. We're gonna be all over the place, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. All right. So we're gonna start it off right here with Donald Trump. He had his speech the other night. I want to say this was like last week. And he appointed this 13-year-old kid right here, DJ Daniel, who was terminally ill with cancer, as an honorary Secret Service agent, and he was teased by older kids in his community. Now, this video right here that you see to the left, it's pretty much people just kind of, just clowning, you know what I'm saying? Just clowning around, they're not really like, teasing to the point, they like being malicious with it, but, they just clowning around, you know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to Trump though, you know what I'm saying? Invited him down pretty much to the White House and made him an honorary Secret Service member, you know what I mean? So shout out to Trump for that, you know what I mean? Now the Democrats, they upset about it. And let me say this real quick too. The Democrats and the Republicans, they both was doing the same shit. So for people to act like, oh, Jasmine Crockett or the dude Al Green that got tossed up out of there, oh yeah, man, they don't know how to act. The Republicans was doing the same shit when it came down to Joe Biden, okay? They was out there screaming and talking while Joe Biden was talking and shit like that. Except for though, nobody got reckless enough to the point they got thrown the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this happens on both sides. So that's why I'm not really getting into the whole, the Democrats don't know how to act. Because I watched the Republicans do the same shit with Joe Biden, right? All right, so let's get into it.
I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
All right. So, and if y'all follow this kid, you know what I'm saying? He was told pretty much he had 5 months to live, and he survived. You know what I mean? So shout out to the young homie, the young ancient American brother right there. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Trump for doing that for him. All right. So let's come up here real quick. As we see, you got Tamika Mallory. We already know what time it is when it comes down to her. But guess who you see underneath this? This is Jasmine Crockett. This is somebody that the Democrats have been pushing out here hard body. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
Because it was my answer that while we may not have the numbers just yet, that doesn't mean that we don't have fight left in our bodies. And so I am going to fight him every step of the way until we get what we deserve, because it was my ancestors that built this motherfucker. Okay, I'm done now. I'm done.
All right, so they got her out here talking all crazy and ratchet and shit like that. It's my answers, but this woman is fighting for immigration, though. See what I'm saying? Like, the level of, playing in black folks' face is very high. Because this same woman is running around here just saying a bunch of bullshit, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, as we go through the videos, you're gonna see this woman say a lot of dumbass shit, and it's just like, come on, dog. I mean, this was the same one that was, I wish we had some, Joe Biden pardoning goddamn his son and shit. She act like this nigga should have won some Nobel Peace Prize or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get out, ma'am, sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so let's come over here. And MSNBC host just said she hopes 13-year-old cancer patient DJ Daniel doesn't kill himself for having to deal with Trump supporters, okay? So,
life he wants to live. He wants to be a cop. He knows what he wants to do. And maybe when you have childhood cancer, that crystallizes for you. And I hope he has a long life as a law enforcement officer. But I hope he never has to defend the United States Capitol against Donald Trump supporters. And if he does, I hope he isn't one of the 6 who loses his life to suicide. And I hope he isn't one who has to testify against the people who carried out acts of seditious conspiracy and then live to see Donald Trump pardon those people. But I think this was a lesson.
All right.
Does not have a mandate to cut Medicaid.
And the speaker told you to sit down, and you refused to sit down, and that's why they kicked you out.
That is correct.
So you're standing.
So this man got his ass kicked out over Medicaid. This is the shit that be irritating me sometimes. I've never heard Donald Trump say that he was going to cut Medicaid, that he was going to cut Social Security. I've never heard these things, bruh. I've never heard them. And it's hilarious to me that, these people make these things a big issue, but it's not even an issue because the man never said that he was going to cut anything or stop anything. All right, so let's get into this clown right here.
Standing there, you're yelling at the president. What were you saying to him?
I was telling him that he does not have a mandate to cut Medicaid.
And the speaker told you to sit down, and you refused to sit down, and that's why they kicked you out.
That is correct. And by the way, if there's a punishment, I will accept the punishment. This is not about me. This is about the people who are going to suffer if Medicaid is cut and if Social Security is cut. We need to raise a cap on Social Security. We need to protect Medicare, and for God's sake, don't cut Medicaid. This is for poor people.
Republicans have said that they don't have any exact plans to cut Medicaid right now. It's not spelled out in their budget blueprint.
Well, it doesn't have to be spelled out if the budget blueprint requires them to make the cuts that they have said they're going to make. They'll have to cut it. They'll have to cut it.
So this dude is running around here. Like I said, this is why y'all can't trust these niggas, dog. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. You know what I'm saying? These niggas that's for the Democrat Party, bro, you cannot trust them. Why? Because these niggas will literally do what the fuck they're told to do. All right? This shit of Medicaid and Medicare, all this whole other shit, and acting like they're fighting on behalf of the people, bro, this ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, even the reporters letting them know the Republicans don't have anything in the budget to cut Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security at all. You know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker is still going on about them. Oh, but they're going to have to cut it. They're going to have to cut it. Sir, they don't have anything in their plan to cut it. No. But they're going to have to cut it. They're going to have to cut it. So who wants to cut? You or Is that what you're saying? You're trying to make it seem like it's the Republicans that want the cut, but is it really the Democrats? Because the Republicans don't have shit to cut it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing in their plan, this dude just said, is to cut Medicaid or Medicare or Social Security.
And by the way, I don't want it block granted to states. To send it to the states, Texas refused $100 billion in Medicaid money. $100 billion with a B. Because Texas didn't want to put in any portion of the cost to help poor people.
Leader Jeffries called for decorum. He called for a dignified Democratic presence. Do you feel you were following his wishes by standing up and disrupting?
I was following the wishes of conscience. There are times when it is better to stand alone than not stand at all. This president is disrupting the healthcare system. He is all but defying court orders. At some point, we're all going to have to stand up.
So you're standing
All
Democratic
right.
Party itself. Thing there.
Site. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with...
And as you see, this was during the speech the other day. Now, when they talked about sending hundred, because Trump ain't get a chance to finish, the Democrats just start clapping their hands when they heard support of the Ukraine and sending billions of dollars over there. They just automatically started clapping. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, he's really trashing that shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't let the man finish. But anyway, they were just so thirsty to clap about the shit that they wanted to clap about. You know, they kind of just clapped out of turn. But anyway, fair accuse.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
So yeah, these people, yeah, it's all right with me. Let's keep sending all our money to the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, faking ass $5 Indian over here in Elizabeth Warren and shit. It is what it is. But anyway.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. With no end in sight.
All right. So let's come over here real quick.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mayor Johnson.
All right, so this right here is pretty much what's been going on in these sanctuary, quote unquote sanctuary cities, right? So they had their hearing also this week, okay? And you know, we just got a tip of the iceberg of all the money that the Democrats have been running around here, caping and capping for these illegals, okay? And this is why Jasmine Crockett is another one that's up here caping and capping for the illegals at the end of the day. They're all a part of the same agenda. They all want the same things, all right? But as you see, the amount of money that has went into Chicago over the last 4 years, damn near almost 600 million. Denver, 79 million. New York, $6.9 billion, okay? And then we ain't even going to get into out here in Massachusetts, because out here in Massachusetts, they don't even ask whether someone has citizenship status. They just giving money to motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It is unfucking believable, bruh. It really is. It really, truly is. And it lets you know how much these Democrats are not for us. You know what I'm saying? As far as the everyday person. All right? They're definitely not for us. Ain't no way. Ain't no way you doing all this for these illegals, stomping for these illegals and shit like that. Taking good care of these illegals, but when it come down to American citizens, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine Crockett get her little black face up here, stomp hard for the Democrats. But now when it's starting to talk about shit for the ancient American and standing on that type of business and bringing tangibles and shit for that type of standing on that business at the end of the day, can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Anyway.
Gentlemen, time's expired. Chair recognizes Dr. Fox from North Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mayor Johnson, in the last 4 years, how much has Chicago spent on care for illegal aliens?
Thank you for that question, Congresswoman. So since 2022, since the governor of Texas began
Just
shipping...
tell me a number. I don't need a speech. Just tell me.
Yeah, she like, this nigga babbling and shit. Know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear all that, man. How much? He over there about to start babbling 2022. Yeah, since 2022, since he looking for somebody to blame for this shit. Know what I'm saying? No, nigga. Know what I'm saying? Your ass is to blame for that shit. Cause all these motherfuckers, whether it be Eric Adams in New York, Brandon Johnson in Chicago, the other dude that's on this hearing, I don't know his first name, but his last name is Johnson as well. Out there in Denver, and like I said, the worst mayor in Massachusetts history is easily Michelle Wu. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Wu is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible, man. Terrible. She was up here with a cross on her forehead, acting like that shit was going to save her from the smoke. Know what I'm saying? You ain't getting saved from that smoke. Know what I'm saying? What the fuck is you talking about? Know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let it keep going.
Be a number.
So since 2022, since the governor of Texas was shipping individuals to cities across this country, the city's budget, roughly 1% of the city's budget over the course of 4 years.
Mayor Johnston, the same question, and I don't need a speech, just a number.
Thank you, Dr. Congresswoman. Thank you, Congresswoman. It's $79 million over the last 2.5 years.
Mayor Adams, same question. How much has New York spent to care for illegal aliens?
Approximately $6.9 billion
Bruh.
out of our taxpayers' funds.
Bruh, 6.9 billion in New York. Yo. Just to take care of it. And this is why they got upset and they turned on Eric Adams. Now, I'm going to show y'all in this particular video how the Democrats is turning on goddamn Eric Adams. Because Eric Adams, at least, I don't know if it because Eric Adams did get to a point where he's seen, now y'all know I've been cooking Eric Adams since his ass got in office. But at the end of the day, he at least got to a point where he's looking at the budget, he's looking at all this shit, and he like, all right, hold up, fam, this shit is getting way too high. Yeah, no more illegals and shit like that. Soon as he said that, mighty strange how he was being investigated. You know what I'm saying? Slowly by that. Even in this hearing, AOC pretty much starts attacking Eric Adams and going after him. And it's basically off a meeting with Donald Trump. Yeah, so we're talking about serious shit right here, about all this money, all these motherfuckers, somebody need to go to jail. Somebody need to go to jail for this shit. Like, bro, 6.9 billion? And we ain't even get into Michelle Wu. We're going to get into Michelle Wu right after this. But, 6.9 billion is wild. And that's all on illegals. They out there. And like I said, I told my baby mom about the shit. She like, oh, that ain't real. They not giving them people money. I'm like, yo, whatever, man. But at the end of the day, like I said, you know what I'm saying? It all comes out. 6.9 billion. They've been giving these motherfuckers money. They've been laying these motherfuckers up in hotels, giving these motherfuckers all type of food stamps and shit, all type of motherfucking cash and debit cards and shit. You know what I'm saying? Thousands of dollars. Yeah, but come over here. Housing them and all type of shit, bro. You know what I mean? So this is why the Democrats are so, up in arms with anybody that's pretty much like, oh yeah, nah, I don't like what's going on with the illegal situation, the legal immigrant situation. It's taken away, and it absolutely is. It's taking away our money to give to motherfuckers that's not from the country. All right?
Mayor Wu, same question. How much has Boston spent to care for illegal aliens in the last 4 years?
We do not ask about immigration status and giving city services and providing that access, so we do not have a number.
What type of dumbass shit is that? This bitch right here has to, like I said, this bitch is the worst. This bitch is the worst motherfucking mayor, and it has to be in history. If this bitch could become a mayor, I could become a mayor. I'm real confident in that I could become a mayor. Okay, this is ridiculous, dog. You know what I mean? Did she really win the election, or was this woman actually just placed in this situation? Because it doesn't make any sense, dog. What the fuck do you mean you not asking folks citizens? So motherfuckers is just coming up and getting all type of benefits and shit, and you not asking they citizenship and shit like that? Man, this bitch need to be locked up for treason. You know what I'm saying? This bitch need to be locked up for treason. No way. No, there ain't no way, dog. Ain't no way. So you telling me I could have went and faked as an illegal. Yeah, I'm an illegal. I come from Africa. I could have went up and put on an African accent, and I could have got the bag. Is what you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? I could have got the bag. I could have got fucking $5,000 in food stamps a month and all type of shit, right? Living like a goddamn grand champ king. You know what I'm saying? I could have did that. That's what you're telling me, Michelle Wu? You know what I'm saying? It was just really open season out here in Massachusetts, huh? You know what I'm saying? Michelle Wu and that broad, what's that bitch name? I forgot that broad name anyway, but the governor, you know what I'm saying? The worst. Straight up and down, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, all four of these motherfuckers was the ones talking about, oh, yeah, Trump is trying to stop illegals from coming through. And then look what happened. Look what happened. Chicago, $474 million they spent in the last couple years. Denver, $79 million, okay? New York City, $6.9 billion. Big B's, Red Sox.
Taxpayers have been bearing the brunt of the massive wave of illegal aliens who've entered the United States. The Biden administration seemingly declared taxpayers and hardworking Americans collateral damage in the pursuit of open borders. Again, Mayor Johnson, are NGOs providing services to illegal aliens in Chicago?
In accordance with the Welcoming City Ordinance, our sister agencies or city departments, we do not seek the status of any individual that is seeking service.
Mayor Johnston, are NGOs providing services to illegal aliens in Denver?
Thank you, ma'am. When folks arrive on the streets without food or resources or shelter, we do provide food or shelter regardless of where folks arrive from.
Mayor Adams, same question.
Yes, in combination of city agencies and nonprofits, we responded to the migrant asylum seekers humanitarian crisis that hit our city.
And Mayor Wu, I assume you don't know their status, but do you know if there are NGOs are providing services to people arriving in your city without any kind of documentation?
There are community organizations, many of them in Boston.
This broad nervous as hell. Look at this shit. She got a little cross on her head like she got anointed at church or some shit like that. Like, oh man, these niggas is under the gun, boy. I tell you that. Oh man, the fire coming for they ass, boy. I tell you that shit right now. This woman up here with a whole cross on her forehead and shit, acting like that's going to stop whatever stupidity is getting ready to come out of her goddamn mouth. It is what it is.
Who seek to serve all of our Boston residents.
All right. Anyway, let's come down here. Shout out to Virginia Fox. Now, if you see this is all the women and shit and all the people that walked out of the, the Trump speech that he had last week, pretty much. Like I said, man. Like I said, I'm not going to say they were being childish. I don't care because, like I said, the Republicans did the same shit with Biden. So I got to keep it. I got to tell it like it is. Fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to make a big deal about somebody getting kicked out of the speech or somebody, being disruptive at the end of the day. Because, like I said, when Biden was up there, you had Majority Taylor Greene. You had the little thotty pocket. What's her name? Laura Bonet. I don't know. She don't get it twisted. She looked like a school teacher, you know what I'm saying? And like a school teacher you would smash, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I would crush her, you know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. But I don't know. I don't know how much she know about politics for real. I think she just in that position. I think that little chick, Lauren Barrett or whatever however the fuck you say that bitch name, little white girl with the glasses though, right? I think she got put in her position. I don't think, motherfuckers is really out there. I don't think she knows what she's doing on the job. I'm going to keep it $1 I don't believe so. Somebody is banging that. That's what happened. But anyway, when she was acting crazy up in the Biden joint, so, we just got to tell like it is. I don't give a fuck about that shit, and I ain't making no big deal about that. All right. So let's come over here real quick. All right. So Congressman Perry asks Brandon Johnson a question. We all want to know, did you get elected by those who came here illegally? All right, so let's get into it, man.
$160 million were issued to illegal alien job assistance shelters in Chicago. You're the mayor of Chicago. Do you think that your residents or the residents of your state should be paying for that more than they should be paying for their own needs, their own roads, their own public safety? I mean, who elected you? The people that came illegally, whether they were sent to you or not, or the people that reside in Chicago? Who elected you? And who do you serve?
The people of Chicago elected me as the 57th mayor of the city of Chicago, and we serve all the residents of the city of Chicago.
All right, illegal aliens, dumbass, is not a fucking citizen of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Brandon Johnson is up here because the real smoke should be for the governor. Now, a part of me feels bad for these mayors because they're like the the whole pyramid scheme and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's how that shit kind of goes. The real motherfuckers who really need to be having these hearings is the governor, okay? The governor of Illinois, governor of Massachusetts, governor of goddamn New York City, and the governor of Colorado. Those are the motherfuckers who really need to be their ass in this hearing. But see, this is what happens when you have these, this is what happens when you're under the Democrat Party and you're doing all this weird ass shit at the end of the day, illegally, okay? Eventually all this shit is gonna rear its ugly head and you're gonna have to answer some questions, bro, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So let's get into it.
Legal or not, criminal or not, how many of the 662,566 illegal aliens with criminal histories that ICE has reported are now residing in Chicago?
Someone will have to get back with you with that number. I don't keep account of.
Do you take immigration information from criminals as they're arrested and processed? Do you take immigration information?
Our local law enforcement focuses on getting all violent individuals off the
determine
streets
whether
of
they're
Chicago.
here legally?
All right. And he should do that. But see, he knows the answer. Brandon Johnson knows the answer. He's up here playing dumb, okay? I'm pretty sure he's getting the data, or the person that's giving him the data probably just not being all the way, I guess, 100 with him when it comes down to whether these people are illegal or not. You know what I'm saying? But this dude is pretty much sitting there with the data and letting them know, like, yeah, go ahead, nigga, what's the answer? You know what I'm saying? All citizens of Chicago. We take care of all our citizens, and the people of Chicago voted for me to be here, and all this old dumb shit Brandon Johnson up here doing. But this is what happens, man. It ain't gonna be no fun when
banning the transfer.
So let's get into this, man. 'Cause this was a bombshell right here. All right. So this woman right here, Representative Anna Paulina Luna, is referring all four mayors today's hearing for criminal prosecution. Okay. What they have done, it has absolutely been treasonous. Absolutely been treasonous. You know what I'm saying? From Mayor Wu, from Eric Adams. Now, Eric Adams, he tried to get up out of that fire once he seen shit getting hot. He like, hold on. Yeah, man, hold on. Yeah, we can't do this. Hold up, man, I'm gonna have to go meet with Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? See if I get up out this jam. He knew Trump ass was getting back in office. That nigga Eric Adams start motherfucking sliding his ass back. Eric Adams started sliding his way towards Donald Trump. Them niggas turned on his ass after that. But anyway, yeah, man. But yeah, they all are doing some treasonous ass shit. How you taking care and stomping for the goddamn illegals more than you are your own citizens? Like, what kind of dumbass shit what kind of backwards ass shit is that? You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Banning the transfer of individuals into ICE custody for the purpose of civil immigration enforcement encourages illegal immigration into Chicago. Or how about agents not being able to stop, arrest, or detain individuals based solely on their immigration status or administrative warrant?
So we comply with all laws, local, state, and federal.
To me, after this line of questioning, it's very clear that these policies that you have all implicated are active and alive and well in your cities, are in direct violation with U.S. Title 8, Code subsection 1324, and it is a federal offense. But you all speak about a broken immigration system, and yet here you guys are aiding and abetting in that entire process. I want to be very clear about something. Open border policies, which is something that you guys are talking about, hurts people on both sides, meaning the people that are coming here illegally and then American citizens as well. I do not think you guys are bad people, but I think that you are ideologically misled, which is why, unfortunately, based on your responses, I'm all going to be criminally referring you to the Department of Justice for investigation. And as soon as I leave here, these will be going over to Pam Bondi.
Now, whether or not these folks actually get prosecuted and brought to court, we'll have to see. But at the end of the day, if they actually did go to jail or got found guilty and this, that, and the third, bro, I wouldn't be shocked. And you shouldn't be shocked neither. Don't be up here, motherfucking, oh, man, yeah, man, they over there, man, they locking up mayors and shit, man, Trump administration, man, they out here locking up the mayor. They earned that. You know what I'm saying? Just understand that. They earned that, okay? Nothing more to it. They earned that, all right? So it is what it is. Anyway,
I'm not
let me
doing
come
that.
up here real
Mayor
quick.
Adams, on
Now this is
January
Eric
31st,
Adams.
2025.
All right. So this is Eric Adams and AOC pretty much going back and forth. Like I said, they really just going back and forth with AOC just for the simple fact because he was talking to Donald Trump. All right. So here it is. We talking about, this is a whole hearing about how all the money and stuff like that was being, passed off to the illegals and things like that. And this woman decides she's going to talk about some kind of weird ass meeting that him and Trump was having. Did you meet with Donald Trump or not? It's crazy. But anyway, let's get into it.
Mayor Adams, on January 31st of 2025, your attorneys met with federal prosecutors regarding the charges of bribery, campaign finance fraud, and conspiracy against you. Were you aware of this meeting prior to its occurrence? Microphone, please.
I'm sorry. As I stated to your colleagues, and I'm going to continue to state because we're asking the same question over and over again.
This isn't a question.
This case is in front of Judge Ho, and out of deference to
I understand, Mayor Adams.
process, I'm going to
Mayor Adams,
defer this
as your
to the
counsel,
court.
I'm sure will inform you. The only permissible way to refuse to answer a question during a congressional proceeding such as this is by pleading the Fifth Amendment. Deference to the judge is not a permissible excuse for not answering questions during a congressional hearing. Is it your intention to plead the Fifth today?
Councilwoman, you said the only way that you can't answer a question is to plead the Fifth. I am answering your question. I'm answering your question directly. That
You are not, Mayor Adams.
Okay, I believe I am.
I will ask it again. Were you aware of the meeting between your attorneys and federal prosecutors on January 31st? Answering this question is a yes or a no.
And I'm going to answer it again. Out of deference to Judge Ho with this case.
That is not an answer, Mayor Adams.
He is going to deal with the outcome of the case.
Mayor Adams, is it your intention to not comply with these questions?
As I stated, I'm answering your questions, and what you're doing, let's be clear on, you're asking me about communications between my attorney and I. And I don't think
I'll
that
move
is
on to the next
appropriate
question. If
to
it's
be
about- if
asking a
it's-
question
if it's
between
about-
my attorney and I, because we are in a country of law and order.
I understand.
And your
So, Mayor
relationship
Adams,
and
who
communication
is
with
your
your attorney should be respected.
Who is your attorney?
Alex Spiro.
Alex Spiro, thank you. Now, Mayor Adams, have your attorneys ever met with city officials? That is not covered. I'm not asking about your conversations with your attorneys. Have your attorneys met with city officials, New York City officials?
Any communication or between my attorney
So yes or
and
no?
I,
Have
except
your
for attorney,
have your
you can
personal
reach out
attorneys
to,
met with New York
Alex-
City officials?
Alex Spiro, my attorney, to deal with those communications.
Mayor Adams, in this meeting, did anyone representing you, including perhaps Mr. Spiro, agree or allude to any arrangement with the Trump administration that would involve changing?
All right, there you go. That's what they wanted to get into. They wanted to get into whether or not, what was you doing with Trump, nigga? That's pretty much what they done grabbed this man to do. Oh yeah, let's go. Fuck it. Let's cut through all the meat and potatoes and shit. Yeah. What was you doing meeting with Trump? You know what I'm saying? So that's what it really came down to. But anyway,
city policies in exchange to reconsideration of the charges brought against you?
You say in this meeting? Can you be clear
In the January
on
31st meeting.
Again, there was never any agreement, never any quid pro quo. And
That's not what I'm
nothing
asking.
wrong. Never any agreement, never any quid pro quo.
Was there an allusion to
and
a
nothing
shift
that
in
I've
New York
done
City
wrong.
policy?
Gentlelady's time's expired, and I just want to remind her, Mayor Adams is here voluntarily, and we appreciate that. The topic of the hearing is about our illegal alien problem and the drain on the cities and the.
right. Let's stick to the topic, AOC. I know y'all was in there trying to run that man down based on his little meeting with Donald Trump and shit. Did you meet with Donald Trump, nigga? What was y'all niggas talking about? You know what I'm saying? They hold that man feet to the fire and shit. AOC up there. That's what the Democrats do, though, man. They eat their own, dog. They eat their own, bro. That's the system for you. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. The system will eat its own. Have these niggas participating in all this fun and illegal shit, and now these niggas is the same motherfuckers that was welcoming all this shit is the same motherfuckers now sitting in the courtroom having to answer for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, it is what it is. But anyway, let's come back up here. Now here's the dude that got kicked out and all this whole other stuff, you know, acting a goddamn fool at the goddamn little speech Trump had or whatever the case may be. Now, like I said, this is just political theater to me. Like I said, I'm not gonna go in on the dude and breathe fire on his ass like that. There is some shit I am gonna breathe fire on his ass for, but this is not one of them. Because like I said, the Republicans did the same shit with Biden. You know, talking while Biden's talking and shit. Even if Biden was up there capping, you still got to get the president his respect at the end of the day and let him get through his bullshit ass speech. You know what I'm saying? But they up there making noise, booing, all this whole other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Democrats is doing the same shit. It's just you're watching grown motherfuckers get childish and get petty. You know what I'm saying? In the highest of the courts and shit, the highest of the goddamn system and shit, getting petty than the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, this is the video of dude getting escorted his ass up out of there.
This is crazy. Oh, it's singing, nah. Sing it. These fucking politics, man. They sang na, kicked this fucking guy out. Zero respect.
All right, and this dude jumped up based off, some theory that he has about Trump cutting Medicare. That's some old nigga shit right there. Hold up. This nigga did some old nigga shit real quick. Hold on. Trump, you better not cut that Medicaid. Trump better not cut that Medicare. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, that's some old nigga shit right there. Bro, sit your ass down. And they should have had to escorted his dumb ass up out of there at the end of the day. But it is what it is, though, man. I just wanted to show y'all that video real quick.
Because I know.
All right, so let's come over here. This is the same. This is the same hearing, okay? When it comes down to the illegal immigration. Well, no, I don't. It might be. It might be the same hearing. But anyway, this is the Jasmine Crockett lady I've been talking about, and the Democrats. They have something going on for her. You know what I'm saying? There's something that they have going for her to where they want to put her in the limelight. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. This is why she's in the algorithm. You're seeing a lot of Jasmine Crockett. If you're somebody who follow politics, you're seeing Jasmine Crockett. Just had her up there. She was doing the whole little Kendrick Lamar, little dance and shit like that. Like, man, get out of here. Ma'am, sit down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into this as she's getting ready to ask these mayors. Because like I said, she's big on immigration. I don't know why this woman is so big on immigration like this. But let's get into it.
to touch on something because I know that many of you prepared for today's hearing by making sure that you got a little bit of information about immigrants and crime in your cities. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no. Have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions?
Okay, so think about that. Once again, these are the mayors that are at the fucking hearing for their treasonous acts, and this woman wants to talk about Donald Trump. I mean, like I said, dog, it is fucking ridiculous sometimes. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. If they're, you know, that's your Democrat, you know, buddy and shit. You don't want to bang the hammer on their ass and shit like that. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But at least find a different way instead of bringing up Donald Trump. All this stuff about helping yes, ma'am, they're there because they've been spending crazy amounts of money on the situation. That's why they're in the fucking court. What are you talking about up here? Talking to some goddamn shit about, as far as the immigrants, yes, ma'am, some of them immigrants that were coming into the country were fucking criminals. All right? Stone cold diabolical criminals, murderers, you know what I'm saying? Gangsters, you know what I'm saying? And gangs and shit like that. Not all of them, you know what I'm saying? But you have your portions of those that were here committing crimes, same way they was committing crimes for wherever the fuck they just came from, you know what I'm saying? So you're putting a stop on that, you're worried about Donald Trump. This is the shit that irritates me, you know what I mean? And this is why with some of these politicians, you can't go nowhere with these politicians because their mind is just stuck on one thing. Everything is about Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump, and fear-mongering the fuck out of people, you know what I'm saying? To a point, people believing in, oh, man, Trump gonna cut Medicaid. Oh, man, Trump gonna cut Social Security. Man, Trump ain't said that. Until I hear Trump say that shit, then I believe it, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't hear that man said it, I ain't believing in that shit, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let me let it keep going.
That has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No,
from the immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Man, they were beating the shit out of goddamn police out there in New York City, and they was getting right out and they was beating the shit out of police and getting out of jail. What are you talking about? They were beating the shit out of police and getting out of jail. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't go steal if I'm hungry and shit like that. I'm like, man, my stomach touching and shit. My stomach damn near eating itself. You know how you be like, man, hungry and shit. Your stomach start bubbling and shit. You like, damn, I'm hungry as fuck. And I go and steal me a candy bar. Nigga, I'm getting arrested. I'm getting booked. And depending on if they want to hold me or not, they go, yeah, man, yeah, man, you attempt theft and all this other shit. Have me on charges and shit. Have me in the goddamn holding cell, chained up and shit. Then go on my ass to the goddamn courtroom to go talk to the judge and shit. But an illegal was able to beat the shit out of police and walk out of the precinct like nothing happened. All right? This is the type of shit that was going on. And this is the type of shit that this woman, Jasmine Crockett, has the audacity in this goddamn hearing about the funds that was getting fucked over. She wants to talk about Donald Trump and is any immigrant out here with 34 convicted felonies? Huh? Y'all let me know that, huh? Getting all this sass and shit, know what I'm saying? All this sassy talking shit, know what I'm saying? Man, get up, ma'am, sit your ass down somewhere. Know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me let this keep playing.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around because that could be a danger to the community, but I will move on.
All right. I don't know if she thought she was making a point, but she wasn't making a point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who told her this was like some kind of flex or some kind of ultimate clapback or something like that, but that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't the flex right there. I'll tell you that. All right, so let's come in here real quick. Now y'all know I got my problems with some of these goddamn Republicans as well, especially these nigga Republicans, right? I got my problems with some of these dudes. But at the end of the day, I got to give his brother his credit. You know what I'm saying? He laid the law on goddamn Brandon Johnson and Michelle Wu. Absolutely laid the law down on their ass. I'm gonna go to the longer clip real quick because that's the one I want. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. My bad.
Leave your last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was. Did your city
All right.
spend on?
So, like I said, I'm gonna get the brother Brian Donalds, man. I'm gonna give him his credit, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I normally be, because he be cooning and buck dancing and shit like that. But I'm gonna give the brother his credit on this one. You know what I'm saying? He definitely laid the law. That's what you're supposed to do when you're in a hearing like this. You're supposed to keep it based on the fucking topic. You got AOC wanting to ask Eric Adams whether or not he meeting with Donald Trump and shit like that. And then you got goddamn Jasmine Crockett sitting her ass up there talking about some, anybody in here with, any illegal out here with 34 convicted felonies talking about Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Now here it is, this brother is keeping it on what the topic is. The topic is, what are y'all doing with this money? And do y'all think it is okay to take care of motherfuckers that's not from the country over motherfuckers that's from the country? You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this.
Legal immigration. Do you have a round number? Over the last couple of years on all newcomers, whatever their status was, it's around 79 million since 2022.
79 million. Mayor Johnson, Chicago. How much has the city of Chicago spent on illegal immigration?
If you're referring to the 2022 up to 2024 of the buses coming from Texas, roughly the same percentage of the state of Texas, about 1% of our overall budget.
What is that? Because I don't have the city's budget in front of me. Numbers.
It's 1%, and if you want the actual calculation, we can make sure someone...
You're the mayor.
Right. Like, my dude, you're the mayor. How you don't know the numbers, bro? Like, how you don't know the numbers, bro? You're the mayor. You know what I'm saying? That's important information that you should know right off the bat. If other than that, you're trying to make yourself look good by just saying, oh, it's 1%. Nigga, 1% could be a lot of fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That 1% could be billions and millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's 1% of the budget. So the nigga look good. No, nigga, we need to get we need them numbers, bro. Give me the numbers. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Let's get into it.
You don't have the math in front of you?
It's 1% of the overall budget over the last 4 years.
That's why you're a failing
which
mayor.
is the
Mayor
same
Adams,
number that
how
was
much did
sent
the city
from
of
us
New
from
York
the
actually spend on?
Man told that man that's why he a failing mayor. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But he's only failing because, like I said, it's coming from the top down. So the people that want this shit, and it might even be higher than the governors, right? Might be some like weird ass shit or some, some weird ass goddamn secret society shit going on or some weird shit, you know what I'm saying? Where they want to just cause all this ruckus within the land at the end of the day. So it could be that. But if they're going to start this shit, though, it would be from the top down. And so it would be the governor that they need to be having these hearings with, opposed to the mayors, in my personal opinion. I'm looking forward to those. I knew this day would come and it's here. You know what I mean? Now, whether these folks go to jail, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens.
Legal immigration. Mayor Johnson, I already asked you don't have a hard number. And if you don't have a hard number, you're not running your city well. Mayor Adams, how much did the city of New York actually spend on illegal immigration?
6.9 billion of taxpayers.
6.9 billion. I know we already went through this, bro, but damn. That shit is crazy to know. Like, damn, y'all wasted 6.9 billion on illegals, bro? Come on, fam. All them people fucked up in the game in New York City and shit like that. You couldn't use that money to help these people out and shit like that. Or hell, even help the citizens, the hard-working everyday person on taxes or goddamn whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do none of that. You just giving free money and free food stamps and free housing and shit like that to illegals. That's wild to me. You know what I'm saying? That is wild to me. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? But anyway.
$0.9 billion of taxpayer money on a problem that was fostered on the American people. Mayor Wu, in the city of Boston, how much did you spend?
We don't ask about immigration status.
You don't ask about how much money the city of Boston has spent on illegal immigration? Are you out of your mind?
Yo, I'm telling you, man, this lady Michelle Wu is the worst. Has to be the worst. I don't even think she's not capable. She's not capable of the job, bro. I don't care what nobody talking about. How the fuck you don't know? And then, like I said, we already went through this too with her But you're not even asking motherfuckers. You just giving shit out. You just giving it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got some free money right here. Give it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker just fly their ass over here on a one-way ticket, come over to Boston and shit, and motherfucker just get $5,000 in a payment card. Well, I think, what was it? 3,000 in food stamps or some shit like that. Get stayed up in a hotel. Now, that's not for the treatment. Like I said, I believe there's tiers to these illegal, quote unquote, illegal immigrants, right? I believe there's tiers to these motherfuckers. So you do got the motherfuckers who gonna come through. They gonna slide them niggas in a homeless shelter, right? They gonna, you know what I'm saying? They like the bottom tier, goddamn illegals. Then you have like the mid tier. You know, they gonna get these niggas motherfucking. You know, they're going to give them the bread. They're going to give them the food stamps if they need it. They're going to give them the housing vouchers, okay? They're going to give them the car loan, okay? They're going to give them this shit, you know what I'm saying? As to it with no ID. No ID. You don't need no ID. I go to the liquor store right now and try to go get me a fucking nip. Motherfucker going to be like, hey, man, you got some ID on you? Hey, you know what I mean? Like, but motherfucker come into Boston, not have no ID, and get thousands of dollars. Get loans. What kind of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? What type of shit is this? You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
Immigration status.
Do you manage your budget or not, Mayor Wu?
That is how we keep
Mayor
our city
Wu,
safe.
do you manage your budget or
We have the
not?
numbers to prove it. I manage my budget. I have a AAA bond rating dating back 10 years.
So to the city of Boston, just understand that your mayor does not care how much of your resources she has spent on people who are not citizens
The city of Boston is sick of having people outside Boston telling us what
Mr.
we
Bear, I
do.
have a question.
She says the city of Boston is sick of having people outside of Boston telling us what, ma'am, have several seats. What are you talking about? And like I said, she got this cross up on her forehead, like this was going to ease the pain of the truth coming out and shit. Like, this is amazing. Yo, this is must-see TV, dog. I ain't even gonna sit up and hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. This shit is must-see TV, man. You know, shout out to Brian Donalds. Like I said, I cook this motherfucker when he be on some bullshit. But, you know, this one right here, I gotta get a brother his. He was standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that brother at the end of the day. He was definitely standing on it. You know what I'm saying? Michelle Wu out here. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, what type of answer is that? I know even like the hardcore Democrats that's probably in the crowd, like, oh, just cringing and shit. Like, oh no, why this? Oh, ma'am, did you even get prepared to come to this shit? Shit, Michelle Wu up there, like I be doing videos. She up there freestyling and shit. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this cross on the middle of my forehead. Yep. And then when I get there, you know, fuck it. I'm just gonna wing it. You got any information about how much money the city of Boston is paying on illegals? We don't have that kind of information, nor do we disclose that kind of information, we don't even know about the information. We don't even ask about the citizenship. No, we don't even ask about citizenship. We just give shit out, and then we don't actually record the numbers and tally it up. So no, we don't have that information. Like I said, man, it couldn't be me, man. I would have locked that bitch. That bitch would have been flying her way to the Gitmo so fast. All these motherfuckers would be on their way to Gitmo if I'm the judge. You know what I'm saying? They better lucky I ain't the judge at the end of the day. Their ass is on the way to Gitmo. You know what I'm saying? You treasonous to the American people. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. But anyway.
For you, because I understand Cato's perspective when it comes to illegal immigration. I understand that the Cato Institute for a long time has had a standard of actually having open immigration into the United States. Generally speaking, I don't want to get into specifics.
We support legal immigration. We want immigration to be legal.
Let me ask you this question, because one of the
we want immigration to be legal. This nigga.
great libertarians of the modern era, Milton Friedman, famously said, you can either have open borders or a welfare state, but you have to choose. Mr. Beer, what do you choose?
Milton Friedman said he wanted to allow illegal immigration to continue. I disagree with Milton Friedman's position on that. We should have legal immigration and build a wall around the welfare state, not around the country. That's in the best interest of taxpayers.
And I would argue that under the current system where you have sanctuary cities popping up, it is not possible to build that wall. So America has to choose, Mr. Beer, you're done. America has to choose between securing our nation or protecting the taxpayer. I choose secure the nation. I yield back.
All right. So, yeah, shout out to that brother, man. He was standing on business. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Standing on that American business. You know what I'm saying? And you got to love it. You know what I'm saying? You got to love it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's come over here as we got Michelle Wu up here again. Oh, bro, I'm telling you. I told y'all, man, these days was coming, man. I told y'all years ago these days was coming. They here. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers is all about to start going down. That's why, like I said, bro, I'm not paying attention to none of that shit. They ain't about to get me into this whole goddamn race riot shit they out here trying to do. I'm not getting into none of that. Nigga get killed by the police and all this other shit. I'm not getting into none of that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get these goddamn corrupt ass goddamn politicians that's in the spot, holding up spots, doing diabolical shit towards the American people. Let's get these motherfuckers up out of there and what they call that shit, drain the swamp. Let's drain the swamp at the end of the day. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? Get these motherfuckers off the block. Straight up. But anyway, Representative Gozar, I don't know how to say this dude's name. It is what it is. Anyway, just said to this mayors of sanctuary cities, Michelle Wu, Boston, I would be okay. This is pretty much what he getting ready to say. So let's get into it.
Mayor Wu, I'll be showing up at your house tomorrow with my bags at 5:00. Leave your doors unlocked, please. What are you making for dinner? Because I expect a warm meal and a balanced diet. Now I'm going to need a car, and please leave me some cash because I'm going to need to go to my doctor's appointment on Friday. That would be to Mr. Mayor Johnson. Now I don't want to sleep on the couch, so put me up at a luxury hotel. You're the Mayor Johnson. Obviously, you wouldn't like this because you don't know me, right? You know nothing about me. You might not like that. Sanctuary cities offer this kind of hope, this false hope to illegal aliens by saying that very thing. Stay with me. We don't tell anybody that you break our laws. Now, thank you. You've made the United States complicit in one of the largest purveyors of human trafficking in the world. Thank you.
All right. So, you know, it is what it is, man. But, yeah, as y'all see, yeah, Michelle Wu up here. I don't know who told, somebody should have wiped that shit off her head. That's not going to stop the smoke that's coming for your ass. You know what I'm saying? That little cross on your head not going to stop the smoke that's coming for you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's come up here.
And as we
got Jasmine Crockett out here. Like I said, she's on her little campaign. You know, they got something in the cards for Jasmine Crockett. You know what I'm saying? They keep rolling her little black face out here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it. So Jasmine Crockett suggests Trump is trying to bring back slavery. Like, this is the shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then they get out here, and if you don't check this shit, it's going to steamroll into some bullshit at the end of the day. And it's going to be a bunch of people going to have a bunch of shit to say, and it ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you. What the saying is, you tell a lie enough times, some people will believe it's true and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of shit going on. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get into what she had to say. Anyway, fair accuse, fair accuse, fair accuse.
They have decided to go after immigrants and things like that, and they've said, "Oh, they taking your black jobs."
Ma'am, they are. Yeah, because niggas do work in construction. Niggas do work in the auto business. Niggas do work in tech and all these different places. So yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell, they'll even take up your goddamn McDonald's jobs and shit like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not like, and this is another thing. They try to use the whole black business thing, black jobs. Motherfuckers on the left try to act stupid. What's a black job? What's a black job? What's a black job? Trump said he didn't stop at the black job. What's a black job? What's a black job? Like, oh my God, bro. Y'all can't be serious, dog. Y'all can't be serious. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm going to let her keep going.
Taking your black jobs. Not really. They are obviously jobs that they want us to go back to, such as work in the fields, all right? Those immigrants that come into our country, they work the fields, something that we ain't done in a long time. And clearly, he is trying to make us go back to the fields.
Okay, so think about that. Think about what she just got up here and said. She's saying that the illegals coming in are working the fields, okay? And we quote unquote already work the fields already, all right? And Trump is trying to bring us back to the fields, okay? This is dumb nigga logic right here. You know what I'm saying? She just up here literally, she's freestyling as well too. She up here just babbling. You know what I'm saying? At least when Tell Like It Is, T, I come up here, I'm gonna give y'all niggas we gonna tell like it is. These folks get up on these TVs and on these platforms, bro, and just be absolutely capping for no reason. Ain't no reason to be capping like this. You know what I'm saying? The immigrants work the fields. What fields are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying that the immigrants is running around motherfucking picking cotton and shit like that? You're lying. You know what I'm saying? You're lying. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm saying. They put these niggas in these spots to speak for the ancient American. She don't speak for us. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if she a Democrat, Republican. With talking like this, she doesn't speak for us. She speaks for the fucking Democrats. That's who she's speaking for. Okay? In a black face in the Democrat Party. You know what I'm saying? She does not speak on behalf of the everyday working ancient American. She doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of seeing this broad being wheeled out and all through my algorithm and shit about her talking about a bunch of bullshit and sassy talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody got time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it a dollar bean. It is what it is. So let's come over here.
There was a debate today.
Let's come over here because we know Roland Martin is big time Democrat. So, you know, I guess he's up here interviewing the dude, Al Green, the one that got kicked out of the State of the Union dress. So we're going to get into it and let's get into this. This should be interesting.
The censure vote is supposed to be tomorrow. And I've seen a lot of chat back and forth. A lot of people said any Democrat who votes with the Republicans and censures you is wrong. What if it happens? What if some members of your own party vote for censure?
I won't be offended. I voted present.
And explain, why did you vote present?
I voted present because I'm going to let the conscience guide each person. My conscience led me to do what I did. I will trust the judgment of the people. And if the people believe that I should be censured for this, then I will be censured. And I won't be...
See, they got this old nigga up here, man. They really trying to rally niggas back to this Democrat Party, man. I'm telling y'all, man. They trying so hard to get niggas to run back and find a situation. Listen, we don't give a fuck if this nigga gets kicked out for acting a goddamn fool at the State of the... We don't care. We don't give a fuck. Know what I'm saying? We do not care. And number one, like I said, he ain't representing us any goddamn way. Know what I'm saying? So if his ass get booted up out of the spot, then shit, it is what it is. Know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck about that nigga anyway. Know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there for you.
Angry with anybody. I'm not angry with those officers. They were kind and said some nice things to me as we were leaving. I'm not angry with the speaker. I believe that it's a matter of, when it's a matter of principle, you'll be prepared to suffer the consequences. And I'm prepared. I would do it again.
Yeah, this is that whole goddamn John Lewis, I'm getting in good trouble and all this whole other shit. Know what I'm saying? Like, man, this nigga don't get his clown ass out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm willing to get in good trouble. Good trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get this nigga out of here, man. This dude is hilarious, man. Hilarious. He's trying to make it seem, he want people to motherfucking, yeah, man, because if they do this to me, man, yeah, man, it's going to be the Trump administration. Look at what they doing to black. Look what they doing to black politicians. Can't even speak your mind. We up here trying to fight for Medicaid. And they kicking us out, and then they removing us from office. That's Donald Trump's fault. So it's Donald Trump's fault. Your dumb ass jumped up there and said some dumb shit at the end of the day. Lying on the man. That's number one. You lied on the man, talked about the man cutting Medicaid. The man ain't ever said that. You know what I'm saying? So you're up here lying on the man, made a complete fool out yourself, got kicked the fuck up out of there, and now you're running up on these goddamn black platforms. Yeah, if I gotta do like this nigga some kind of hero or something, yeah, if I gotta take one for the team, then it is what it is on the benefits of America. I got to do what I got to do to represent for America. Like, nigga, shut your ass up. Ain't nobody believe that shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? You did that shit, nigga, because they told your dumb ass to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to run out here and motherfucking play this whole game of, yeah, man, we getting in good trouble. Good trouble. You know what I'm saying? It's like John Lewis taking his ass to Selma Bridge and getting his goddamn ass whooped at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we looking for good trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, get your ass out of here, man.
And I said as much on the floor tonight, that this was something that I did with intentionality and that I would do again if the circumstances presented themselves. And I would. I'm just being candid.
You may have heard by now that Congressman Al Green from Texas, and specifically from my beloved city of Houston, was censured by the House of Representatives, simply saying during the State of the Union that the president had no mandate to cut Medicaid. We could talk about this all day, but that's not what we're going to talk about. What we are going to talk about is the fact that 10 sorry Democrats voted with the Republicans for censure. But see, this list of names isn't enough for me. We need to see their face. This is Congressman Barra from California. Apparently, when I did a little bit of research during the lunch hour, I come to find out that he was preceded by a Republican, which may mean his seat is in danger. Isn't that a shame? Wouldn't it be awful if another Democrat in his district ran against him? Somebody get on that. This is Congressman Ed Case from Hawaii, co-chair of the Blue Dog Democrats, which means he's a moderate. And I don't care about that, but I do care that you voted for censure. This is Congressman Jim Costa, also from California, voted for censure. Congresswoman Laura Gillen voted for censure from the great state of New York. And see, you all need to see this because some of you think that just because these individuals are from certain states, that automatically means they align with your values. Do your due diligence. Congressman Jim Hines from Connecticut voted for censure. Congresswoman Chrissy Houlihan, she's from Pennsylvania.
This woman looked like a damn hybrid. I don't know if this woman is a real woman or not. God damn, this is a Elon Musk looking ass motherfucker and shit. Hold up.
Pennsylvania. She voted for censure. This is Congresswoman Marcy Raptor. I believe, based on my research, and I'm sharing that fact because it's Women's History Month, but she also voted for censure.
All right, so these are Democrats who voted to censure Al Green. You know what I'm saying? And good for Al Green. Courage, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's come over here.
I'm not going to touch Social Security, Medicare.
The American people. So let the president negotiate on tariff policy. That is what he's doing. Because when prices were rising in the United States.
All right, so Brian Donalds, you know what I'm saying, got on CNN. And, you know, from time to time, he'll get up on CNN and slap them folks around and shit like that up on their platform and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's a lot of things that I do like about the brother, but the shit I don't like about the brother, I strongly don't like. I can't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, a lot of the times, though, he do come up here, he be cooking these motherfuckers, though. But let's get into it.
Because when prices were rising in the United States, I didn't hear CNN talking about that much. As a matter of fact, you ignored most of it while it was hurting the American people.
Yeah, they ignored most of it until it got to a point where election time came around. See, before election time, you know, they would have swore up and down the economy was so great, this, that, and the third. As soon as that election started coming around, and that was one of the main questions and main concerns that the American people had is the fact of dealing with that too, but inflation and shit like that. That's when CNN wanted to start talking about that shit. But anyway, let's let it keep going.
Let the president negotiate on tariff policy. That is what he's doing, and it's going to work out to the better. You didn't cover it the way it needed to be covered. Let's just be perfectly honest.
Okay, well, that's
you let the last administration get away with it, but the American people suffered as a result. It's not my opinion. That's a fact.
Okay, no, it's not a fact. Congressman Byron Donalds, thank you for coming on to share your points of view. We appreciate your time, and best of luck in your run for governor of Florida. We'll be right back.
And all this buck dancing his brother's doing, he's not going to win the governor of Florida. He's not going he's not going to win it. I'm telling y'all niggas right now, he's not going to win it. But if he win it, hey, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't going to win it, though, because like I said, he too much of... The problem with nigga Republicans is the fact that they cater too hard to you know what I mean, to these white folks. We got to tell like it is. They cater too hard. So they're more worried about the suburbs, this, that, and the third, and they just forget about, you know, the middle class and shit like that. Niggas that vote, that actually go out there and go vote, they forget about them. So they don't really speak to them at all. They really just cooning and buck dancing for the, these people votes and shit like that. You know what I mean? And like I always say, they ain't gonna vote for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga could be buck dancing, cooning, ain't no race. Nigga get up here, ain't no racism in America. Niggas don't need to start crying about reparations and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? We know this nigga be buck dancing. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd, he died off fentanyl and shit, right? This is one of these kind of niggas, right? And these folks, when they get to the voting booth, they gonna look at Brian Donald shit and the white man or white woman that she going against, and they gonna vote white man. You know what I'm saying? Or white woman. That nigga out of there. That nigga out of there. You know what I'm saying? Almost like what's the other nigga name? Other nigga that cooked Charlemagne and shit on the goddamn Breakfast Club. Larry Elder. Larry Elder is a grandmaster buck dancing coon ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga did all that buck dancing and cooning, and when it came down to his goddamn election and shit like that, them folks went out there and voted for that. I think it was a white woman he lost to, either the white woman or the white man, either or. You know what I'm saying? All that buck dancing and shit, that shit did not pay out for that nigga. We ain't heard from Larry Elder since he lost the goddamn election. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened getting out here buck dancing and shit. You need niggas to vote for you, dog. You need niggas to vote for you. You can't win these seats without having nigga support, dog. Especially as a black man. You're gonna need, like, you'll still be able to win other voters, like, white voters, Asian voters, depending on if they align with your policies, right? But all the time, it's not always a policy thing when people are voting. But at the end of the day, though, you can't just cater and not, come to the people that you need to come show up and show out for you for. You can't ignore niggas and then, just think that that's going to be enough to get you over the top. Nigga, you not a white man. You not a white woman. So they don't look at you as, oh, this is somebody that, this could be my nephew or my neighbor or whatever the case may be. They don't look at your ass like that, nigga. You a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at you. I ain't voting that nigga in there. You know what I'm saying? Only motherfuckers that'll vote a dude like that would probably be like the Democrats. But the Democrats would do it, but they got to keep a hand up in your back, though. You know what I'm saying? That means you got to get out here supporting all type of shit that you probably really don't support. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Democrats do niggas. You know what I'm saying? They, look, nigga, we'll put you in the goddamn seat, but you gonna have to motherfucking, you gonna have to follow the script, though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no going off script and you doing shit for this and doing shit for that. No. You gonna do what we tell you to do. And if you can't do with that, then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, you might find some weird ass charges and shit. You might be getting investigated and shit. You might be under investigation and shit. You start not doing what the Democrats want you to do as far as a nigga voter. I mean, a nigga politician. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But let's come over here real quick because this is what. Let's come over here.
Where I talk about it all the time.
Hold on.
250 years old.
Hold up. We're gonna say that one. All right, so here it is. We got Jasmine Crockett once again. They are literally parading this woman around these fucking platforms, dog. So they got her propped up for something. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more of, the race relation kind of thing. Like I said, she's not an ugly sister at all. You know what I'm saying? She's a pretty little chocolate thing. You know what I'm saying? She definitely is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna hold her on that. But as far as her goddamn the shit she be up here saying is absolutely barsuda. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, bitch, you can't be that dumb. Or like I said, the script is that motherfucking heavy that she just has to come out here and say shit even though it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's a hardcore lie. But that's the Democrats for you. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a nigga Democrat, a motherfucking politician, you better follow the script. That mean LGBT, that mean immigration, that mean what else? What else shit they be heavy on? Climate change and shit like that. That's all that shit. You better be hardcore into that shit. If your ass not, you under investigation. But anyway, let's get into this fair accuse.
It's local law enforcement, city law.
All right. So anyway, GOP lawmakers hammer Dems mayor for protecting migrants. All right. So let's get into this.
Enforcement, local law enforcement, they are always going after crime. And they don't say, oh, you committed a murder? Oh, but you're an immigrant? Well, let you go, right? So they are always focused on crime.
Ma'am, like I said, they beat the shit out of police officers in New York City and was walking out of the precinct, giving the cameras and shit the middle fingers and shit like that. Like these niggas was Tupac in Thug Life and shit like that. Like, what are you talking about, man? We already seen a lot of this shit happening. Motherfuckers is, what was the shit? Actually, it was Chicago. Chicago was where they changed a lot of those laws, right? They changed a lot of those laws. So like certain shit after 3 p.m. or 3 a.m., you can't call the police for this, can't call the police for that. Certain shit they not even gonna even charge as a crime. So when a motherfucker go, oh yeah, the crime is down in Chicago, this, that, and the third. Yeah, because you took some of that shit off. You said, yeah, aggravated assault is no longer pretty much a crime. Strong arm robbery is pretty much not a crime. Motherfucking, that's how they doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? In these particular cities. This is what I'm saying. Like, niggas gotta be careful with this Democrat shit at the end of the day because they be doing a lot of diabolical shit and then trying to cut the fat and be like, oh yeah, well, we're down in crime rate. Well, yeah, if you fucking take homicide off of goddamn off something being a crime, then yeah, of course, you know, crime and shit like that, homicides and murders and shit would be down. Yeah, because you're taking it off. You know what I'm saying? Of course, robbery would be low if you're not counting any of the robberies at the end of the day. You calling the police, hey, I got somebody trying to sneak into my house. Yeah, they're trying to rob. Oh, man, I'm sorry, man. We can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? You said what? Robbery? Oh, yeah, nah, we can't do nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to figure it like the goddamn purge and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anyway, let me let this keep going.
Continue to say things like the illegals and that they broke the law coming in. But what they're not telling the American people is that it is a civil violation. It is not a criminal violation to enter the country illegally.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about. This is the shit I'm talking about. When you're a Democrat and you're a nigga Democrat, a politician, you gotta get out here and say the most dumbest shit ever. You just have to. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the day for a nigga Democrat to get out here and break the script. I can't wait for it. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the day. You know what I'm saying? I know there's some out there, they just probably not in the limelight like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of course, if you're a Democrat and standing on some type of business at the end of the day, they're not gonna have you in these on TV, you know, having these debates on the shows and CNN and MS. You're not even gonna make it there unless you're willing to motherfucking follow the script and lie, and motherfucking support LGBT and goddamn immigration, nigga, you ain't gonna get no limelight. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait for the day for one of these goddamn ancient American goddamn Democrats to motherfucking break the motherfucking script at the end of the day and just start telling it like it is. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? What you niggas got to lose anyway? You know what I'm saying? What you got to lose? You ain't got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
It's not a criminal. It's a crime. It's not a crime, which is why they're so frustrated because they really want our local law enforcement to go out and round up people when they could be looking out for the murderers and the sexual abusers as well as the robbers. They want them to go and round people up on civil accusations. And so that's why I wanted to point out, don't give me this fake outrage about criminals roaming our streets when you guys stand 10 toes down for the biggest criminal that we have ever seen go into the White House. City law enforcement.
Like I said, I don't know if, listen, these people give Trump so much promo, it is not even funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're talking about a situation where Democratic mayors, okay, have used a large amount of taxpayer money. And they've used so much of the taxpayer money that the Congress and congressional, whatever the fuck that shit was, had to give these niggas a hearing like, yo, hold on, fam. Yeah, let me talk to y'all real quick. Hold on. What the fuck have y'all niggas been doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. Yeah, y'all niggas, all four of y'all. Yeah, we got to find out what's going on with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to nip this shit in the bud or something. We got to figure something out. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, this shit right here, we need an explanation for this. You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of shit that this woman wants to talk about. She wants to talk about Donald Trump. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Every time they're going to spin this back to being about Donald Trump. Oh, it's not like, oh, you're worried about criminals. We have the biggest criminal in the White House. Like, ma'am, we're not talking about that. We're talking about these greasy-ass goddamn mayors getting this money. And what they did with the money. That's what we talking about, man. We're not talking about Donald Trump right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, they might as well go ahead and give her a segment where she could just lay into Donald Trump, I guess, and let her get that shit off her chest. Because you can't just use that for everything. Oh, motherfucker worry about this. Well, you got somebody that's criminally convicted in the White House. We talking about somebody dropping a bomb or some shit like that somewhere in goddamn Michigan or something. Here this broad coming, yeah, and people talking about the bomb. But see, the thing is, could it have been worse than having a convicted felon in the White House? Motherfucker starving and shit. A goddamn famine running around America and shit. This bitch gonna jump up on TV talking about some. Yeah, I know it's bad, but it couldn't have been any worse if the man with 34 felony accounts. Yeah, in the White House right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we're not talking about that right now. Motherfuckers is starving. You know what I'm saying? Everything with this woman is going to be something tied to Donald Trump, okay? It is, I mean, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Either this woman like Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Either she like her some Trump, you know what I'm saying? Or this is a hell of an agenda, you know what I'm saying? One of the two, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyway, so let's come over here to Donald Trump. They've been bringing this man name up all goddamn day. All right, so they asked about these cuts and the spending and stuff like that pertaining to, stuff that he's cutting. You know what I'm saying? Now, I had a lot of people freaking out because people, oh, man, they're going to cut Medicaid. That's why the dude, Al Green, jumped up in that State of the Union and shit. You don't have the mandate to cut Medicaid. That's some old nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, ain't nobody cutting Medicaid. I ain't never heard, like I said, I was hearing this shit before because they would get up here and fearmonger you to death. Man, Trump getting on, man, he gonna cut Medicaid. He gonna cut Medicare. And he gonna do this and he gonna cut this and he gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? They said that the last time his ass was in there. You know what I'm saying? Did he cut it? No, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? And as he's getting ready to come back in here now, he gonna cut this, he gonna cut that. He hasn't cut anything. You know what I'm saying? As far as what the people freaking out about, Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, out the horse's mouth, you're gonna hear the nigga say, I'm not cutting none of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into that.
Like you've never seen before.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you said that.
We're gonna have growth. I'm not gonna touch Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. No, we're going to get fraud out of there. You see where I talk about it all the time.
And this is why the Democrats is hurt. That's why they hurt. They hurt. You know what I'm saying? Trump and Elon Musk hit them with that Doge shit, that whole Doge shit and the USA aid and exposing where all this money and shit is going. Yeah, that shit was like a punch to the gut. Them motherfuckers was folded. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a hit dog is going to holler. You know what I'm saying? A hit dog going to holler. So that's why they up there. Now they screaming about Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security and shit. Because, like I said, Trump done motherfucking came through and got all the fraud up out of there. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of frauding going on in these departments. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's let it keep going.
Yeah, people 250 years old and all, tremendous fraud. But that has nothing to do with that. We're going to get the fraud out, and everybody wants us to get the fraud out, and therefore you'll make it better. But we're going to have tremendous growth. When you look at all of the car companies that are now coming into the United States, and they've been announcing, like on a daily basis, they're going to build their plants and they're going to create tremendous numbers of jobs and so many other things. And I'm doing something else that I think is very exciting. Maybe I'm wrong. A gold card. For $5 million, you buy a path to citizenship in this country. We'll see. I believe that.
Now, $5 million is wild for these little gold cards Trump and shit talking about. I ain't want to sit up here and hold you. $5 million? $5 million is kind of crazy for a goddamn gold card and shit like that. Like, this nigga selling Willy Wonka bars and shit like that. Like, this is getting, come on, Trump, fam. You know what I'm saying? I know you a businessman, but come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? 5 million, that's crazy. That's crazy, 5 million though. But let's let it keep going.
Apple and all these companies that can't get people to come out of college and come because they get thrown out. Think of it. You graduate number one at the Wharton School of Finance or Harvard or Stanford, and you get thrown out of the country. You can't stay more than one day. And they want to hire these people, but they can't. They've complained to me about it. Now they can buy a gold card, and they can take that gold card and make it a part of their deal to get these top students. No different than an athlete, like a bonus. It's a signing bonus. And you're going to have a lot of people buy that. You're going to have a lot of companies buying gold cards. So for $5 million now, it's a lot of money when you add it up if we sell a lot of them.
Yeah.
If we don't, it's nothing venture, nothing lost. But I think it's going to be very successful. You can't get a green card. A green card, this would be a green card on steroids. This would be much better than a green card.
All right, so if I'm not mistaken, so basically what Trump is saying about these gold cards and shit like that, it's pretty much is that these companies that's coming in, right? And these tariffs and shit that's being put down and being laid down. But anyway, as far as these businesses go, so the businesses would be the ones paying for these gold cards to be able to keep these students or whatever it is, or even if they're trying to bring these students from another country or whatever the case may be, to work on these particular plants or businesses and things like that. So he's basically saying, look, we're gonna charge $5 million. You know what I'm saying? So, and if that's successful for each motherfucker that they bring over, since they want to bring motherfuckers over and shit like that, okay, cool. These businesses is gonna pay $5 million for that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want old boy? Oh yeah, well guess what, nigga? Yeah, $5 million. You know what I'm saying? And we put tariffs on your shit until y'all niggas start acting right. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. Now, I got to do a little bit more research when it comes down to the tariff situation and things like that and how that works. But like I said, I'm gonna go with the businessman before I go before anything the mainstream media is talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, let me come over here real quick because I think there's some other shit I want to talk about as well.
I don't plan on having it.
Actually.
And what's so crazy, a lot of y'all probably are clapping your hands applauding this shit. Like championing this shit right here. This is crazy, bro. She's doing the chick that's drunk at the club face. What is she doing here? This is the ratchet tongue. She's doing the rat.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I think that might be it. I got some other shit I want to talk about though.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No, I'm not gonna sit here.
All right.
We're in the middle of a hostile government take.
All right.
I, Pamela Barney, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and
All right, I can't, whatever.
It is not a criminal violation to. The person who's watching, who just heard you say Donald Trump is not standing up for Ukraine. What do you say to the person who says, well, I don't care about Ukraine. I want Donald Trump to stand up for America. What do you say to them?
I don't know where you got that. I mean, I don't have time for it.
Yes, but we hear it. We hear it.
Here's the thing. Where did you grow up? Did you grow up in a place where you thought the Russians were the good guys? What part of America did you grow up in where they taught you the Russians were the good guys and our allies were the bad guys? That's the flip here that we need to continue to remind people. The Russians are the bad guys. They're raping women. They're killing children. They're bombing cities. The Ukrainians are the
Sir,
in some ways, they're more American.
Sir. I know you want your little 15 minutes of fame and all of that, but you're up here lying. Okay, actually, the Ukrainian Azov Balatain, the neo-Nazi niggas and shit like that, that's fighting on behalf of the Ukraine. Sir, they are out there doing diabolical shit to the citizens of the Ukraine. Okay, so when people do their investigation and have investigated this situation and the reports have came out, you can hear from the citizens that's there say these things about the Ukrainian military that's out there, what they're doing to them. You see what I'm saying? So it has nothing to do with Russia being a good guy and or Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine being the good guys and Russia being the bad guys. And I've never thought about Russia a day in my life. Know what I'm saying? And I still ain't thinking about it. But if it's going to be smoke, then it's going to be smoke. Know what I'm saying? I'd rather go out for some shit that when it's smoke, it's smoke. Know what I'm saying? Russia bring that ass over here. Look, boots to the, you know what I'm saying? We booting up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But other than that, I don't give a fuck about no Russia. I don't give a fuck about no China. I don't give a fuck about no Africa. None of these countries. I don't care about none of that. I'm focused on what is being done here. That's all I give a fuck about. You know what I'm saying? Anything else can wait. You know what I'm saying? And when you're telling me that you're going to start this fucking little war with Russia and shit like that, and you're going to use up all the taxpayer money to where the point is leading the country into an inflation because you're spending this money on some bullshit at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And then to turn around and these people, like I said, they're leaving their weapons. They seeing the Russians and hauling ass. You know, it's all type of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, let me run this back just a little bit so I'm going to let them finish.
Cities. The Ukrainians are the noble good guys. In some ways, they're more American than we are over the last couple of years. And we must stand with them in the same way we stood with the Allies in World War II and since this country was founded. This is not just about Ukraine. This is about the core and the integrity of American values. And that's what he's also betraying. Not just Ukraine, he's betraying America.
The person who's watching.
All right, so the man says that he's betraying for the taxpayers who don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? So we're portraying something. Listen, brother, if you feel that kind of way, you take your ass over there and go fight for the Ukraine then. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here, wag fingers at motherfuckers who disagree with our tax dollars going to the shit with the Ukraine. You feel that motherfucking, oh man, it's an American and in World War II and you bringing up all this shit, then boot up, nigga. Take your ass over there then. Know what I'm saying? Don't sit up here and jump on TV talking to us and shit. Know what I'm saying? Because we disagree with it. Know what I'm saying? We disagree with that shit. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, you take your ass over there. Know what I'm saying? That's my answer to motherfuckers who love to say that shit. Okay, well, boot up, nigga, and take your ass over there then. Know what I'm saying? What you waiting on? Know what I mean? You feel that passionate about that shit, then you take your ass over there and go boot up for the Ukraine. Know what I'm saying? I'll be dead, my boot up for the Ukraine. Know what I'm saying? I'll pull up Muhammad Ali before I get up here and motherfucking boot up for the Ukraine and shit. Know what I'm saying? I'm not, you got me fucked up. Ain't no way in hell. Know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in hell. But if they bring that ass over here, then that's a whole different ball game. Know what I'm saying? But other than that, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Know what I'm saying? And America should have been minding their business in the first motherfucking place, if you ask me. Know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but they try to do some sneaky shit. They try to do some sneaky funny shit, try to set up shop closer and get closer and closer to Russia's border, and that's where the problem came at. You know what I'm saying? Because them niggas was getting too close. They like, all right, hold up, fam. You breaking our little agreement we had. You know what I'm saying? You start doing this, you're getting over to this territory and shit like that. That's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much where that shit came from. That's how the whole Russia-Ukraine shit even just popped off. Is over that. And America put their nose in that shit, and we've been spending endless amounts of dollars over that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and not only that shit, you got people dying. Motherfuckers, you know, niggas getting their wigs pushed back, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's going down, but at the end of the day, that's some shit that we could have totally avoided. Totally avoided. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't need to do all that. If we wasn't going to send our own military out there, then what was the point of using all this taxpayer money? Me personally, like I said, I think it was a money laundering scheme. You had Zelensky literally, I want to say a few weeks ago or some shit like that. Nigga was out here complaining that all the money that was sent, he only got a pretty much not even half of all the money that was sent. So you got some weird shit going on, and then Zelensky bring his dog ass over here trying to demand money and shit like that from Trump and shit. Trump had to put that nigga in his place. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, though, man. It is what it is.
Just heard you say.
Every time I make money, I put it up. Today, over 100 members of Congress support a bill to fund Ozempic.
All right. All right, so as y'all see, here we go. Twice in the past 48 hours, F-6 fighter jets intercepted general aviation aircrafts from President Trump's Mar-a-Lago
See, the thing about
resort.
the Democrats now, is some of them you can't take serious because where was all of this common sense when it wasn't popular? When it wasn't popular in your party. Like now that they see politically, it cost them, now they all pivoting. So what are you doing? You're just playing politics.
Exactly.
What did you actually believe? Did you always think this shit was silly?
So then say that so we could trust you. But if you don't say it, it's going to be very difficult for us to trust you.
I would love to see somebody go on TV and be like, look, man, finally, I can tell you what I really feel about this shit. Just say it. I know it wasn't good for us politically to say it, but now that we know how bad it cost us, I know.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But see, that's the thing with the Democrats. And Charlemagne up here, he trying to rebrand himself and shit because, like I said, he been caping and capping for the Democrats for the last, shit. You know what I'm saying? He been caping and capping for these niggas for a minute. But now it's gotten to the point where it's gotten so bad that it's just like you can't defend the shit no more that the Democrats is doing. So Charlemagne has slowly been kind of retracting this shit. But Charlemagne, he plays both sides of the fence. So you can't, I think he's a Democrat, you know what I'm saying? But he doesn't agree with everything the Democrats do though. That's something that I do start to realize about Charlemagne. He's a Democrat. But he doesn't agree with all the shit that they're doing and all the monkey business that they running around here doing shit for political votes and things like that. He's not for all of that. You know what I'm saying? But as you see Charlemagne up here, he got the hat on. Now he wanna wear the Timberland boots and all that. I guess it's cool to just be yourself now, Charlemagne, huh? You ain't gotta be a Democratic puppet and shit no more, huh? Must be good.
Was with that shit.
Yo, we will trust that person.
But, it's okay to admit you was wrong. No. But don't just pivot and act like you knew this all along.
Not only is it okay to admit you're wrong, it is what allows us to connect to you.
That's right.
We will give you shit, of course, and you got to go through a little shit. But the fact that you acknowledge you're wrong will make me feel like you're a real human.
And that's the fact. Sometimes, like I said, a lot of these Democrats, they just come out here and been like, yo, yeah, man. That Kamala Harris shit, yeah, man, I was capping and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to do what I had to do, though, you know what I'm saying? Or some of these celebrities you seen up here on these campaigns, campaigning for Kamala Harris and shit like that. Yeah, dog, I ain't gonna hold y'all niggas, man. Look, the bitch paid me a hellified bag, man. I had to do it. What y'all want me to do, you know what I'm saying? I gotta feed my family, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker respect that. Be like, yeah, you know what, man, I can't even blame 2 Chainz for that shit, for real, you know what I mean? Or Roland Martin or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If they just got up here and just told it like it is, like, all right, just admit you was wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, fam, yeah, I fucked up on that one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll you know what I'm saying? We'll make it work. We'll get it back. You know what I mean? But yeah, I fucked up on that. You can put the blame on me. You can put the blame on Akon looking ass. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Let it keep going though.
And I, at the end of the day, want to connect with a real fucking human.
And I know everybody out there right now is saying, well, Donald Trump never admits that he's wrong. The winner never has to.
You're right.
The winner don't have to.
The loser got to.
The loser got to. Yeah. The winner don't have to admit that they were wrong. It's a great distinction. They won.
It's a great distinction.
So clearly what I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
Let's play this. See, the thing about
all right.
The Democrats now is...
We listen to him.
I understand that, but who is in charge of your agency, you or Elon Musk?
Elon Musk is your partner. He's your partner in technology. He's your partner in thought. He's your partner in doing it. What President Trump made clear is that Elon is your partner. And that is what we'd like. You have the greatest businessman and greatest technologist in the world as my partner. You got to ask me, what do I think? Thank God I would have Elon Musk come and help me. There's no one watching this TV right now who, if Elon Musk said he was going to come over their house and help them, wouldn't cheer. You have the best technologist and the richest guy in the world said, I'll help you. Come on. We want his help.
All
right. And like I said, me personally, y'all can swing on Elon nuts all y'all want. I ain't fucking with Elon like that. You know what I'm saying? Elon Musk to me is still not to be trusted. You know what I'm saying? I think the nigga's a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that nigga a human. I think that nigga some kind of form of a hybrid, or this nigga some this nigga Elon Musk some shapeshifter or some shit like that. He just mad awkward as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He just mad awkward as hell, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be seeing like little videos, they be catching Elon and shit, and he just be like looking around and shit. Nigga don't even blink. You know what I'm saying? Elon don't even blink like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? What's wrong with Buddy, man? But anyway, come over here because I'm about to get ready to jump up off of here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with it.
Yes, and if you think about all the studios, the TV shows, the films that considered you and then thought, oh, wait, there's that Ellen cockblock that we have to consider. That's right. Let's just hire Mira Sorvino.
That's right. That's right. You have her in your movie, you have her in your show, you ain't gonna get promo on mine.
And that's a thing.
And that is a thing. And that is.
And we didn't realize that until the show was canceled, because then people were coming forward and telling because they were afraid to.
Fear has a very big force. It's not as big as Love's, obviously. But I do want to say, you teased about this before, but that I was the original canceled, and I am going to be the original uncanceled. I am uncanceled today. I am finished with that. This is what I say. Goodbye. Watch out. You're fucked.
All right. So if anything, y'all remember about this woman right here? This is the woman that pretty much popped out the body bag and shit, you know what I'm saying? And, they held her back down, and then this woman was pronounced dead at the hospital and shit. I find that shit kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But not funny like it's funny to see somebody die or some shit like that, but I just find it funny like, it's definitely some shadiness going on in the game, but we know that that's Hollywood, though. We know that.
Every single day or every other day, I'm trying to see him. I'm trying to get him to come over.
Say what's up.
One of the ironies of the attack on you, and I'm going to play what he did, was that my understanding is the program at the source of this whole thing is a program to lower costs for people. Do I have that top line correct?
You have it absolutely right.
Okay, so I'm gonna play.
All right, I don't even feel like baking motherfucking Stacey Adams. Anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones, shout out to new ones. Make sure you niggas hit the like button, subscribe button. If you want to donate, the links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, tell like it is TV. We out of here, y'all.